Resa LaMont is a registered dietitian in private practice. Her private practice is called No Stress Nutrition.
There.
Sorry, you're right, there. Yes, specializing in the treatment of eating disorders and nutrition support for the LGBTQ plus community. When not working, you can find them at a flying trapeze class anywhere that sells plants or playing with their dog, Cinnamon Bun, and cat, Tristan. They haven't done anything like this in a very long time, and they are wildly anxious, and I am making it worse. So, hey Resa, I'm gonna shut the fuck up, and you tell us, who cares?
Okay, I'm gonna ask for one thing before I get started. Can you put your hands out to the side? Can you make jazz hands for me? I am not going to tell you why I asked this. You can buy me a drink later. Any hoozle. This doesn't have a title, and that's on purpose. When reduced to keening sobs in the confines of a 2006 Toyota Corolla, I became reminded of the spelling tests I wrote myself as a child, because that's who I am as a person. The word that jumped to mind was oubliette. 5 years ago, I was in much the same place I am now, locked away inside of myself and trying very hard to forget. 5 years ago, all I could do was put one foot in front of the other and just refuse to be stopped by myself. I didn't have the capacity for much hope for any future when I was last thrown down here. But when last I came back to the world of the living, I took care to cultivate a hope inside of me. It began a small, creeping sort of thing, because 2017 was a hell of a year to start giving a fuck about anything. But I planted it, and I tended to it with the desperate determination of someone who would starve if that thing didn't bear fruit. I felt happy for a long while. In the same fashion as it came, though, it's left again. More accurately, I guess, it's withered again. I won't dwell on the panic that comes with watching something you love wither. I'm going to be rolling this rock for the rest of my life. And I understand that better now that therapy has helped me decide that I have the rest of my life. And eventually I came to accept that at unpredictable intervals, I will be crushed beneath the weight of being alive by a brain that isn't always very invested in the concept. Trying to hold an inability to give up alongside the bottomless apathy induced by some kind of tilted axis in my brain feels difficult to explain to people who haven't experienced it. Because while I feel hopeless, devoid of purpose again, the thing I cultivated in between those spells is still here. So when my depression makes me ask myself, who even cares? The answer is always going to be, I do. We must imagine Sisyphus happy, because while he knows he will be crushed, he also knows that he'll wake up again and have another opportunity, that maybe this time he'll get further, fall differently, or maybe not. Maybe it will be exactly the same. The point is in the trying. The point is in the trying again. We must imagine Sisyphus happy.